Welcome to the Noka News Network. I'm Ricky French with Dan Colley.
We were determining if there was any bass to that theme song or not.
Well, there is, just not at the very beginning. It's going right now, though. All right. Big 15th episode of the Noka News Network podcast.
I am powering through as I have got the plague.
Yeah, we are recording a day later than usual because Dan barely survived the last couple days, but he's here. And
look, I got my COVID shot. I got the 2 weeks after it, and then I died the day before the 2 week period. I don't think it's the vid. I just think it's a really nasty common cold.
Yeah, well, that's been going around. Actually, we got a story about that coming up later in the show today.
Yeah, I was front selling. I was just really
no. I was front selling. You were just rambling.
No, what's that term you use when you're supposed to foreshadowing? I was foreshadowing.
Well, you don't foreshadow on a podcast unless it's one of those newfangled.
What are you, the fucking podcast whisperer?
Scripted podcast. Have you heard any of these they have out now? It's like the old time like radio dramas or whatever, but it's scripted podcasts.
King Flower brought to you the King Flower Mystery Hour.
I don't think they do old timey advertisements on them, but they might. I don't know.
We should do old timey
advertisements.
So on them.
I guess it's well, I'm not opposed to doing old timey advertisements. We just don't have any of those.
We should do one for Grandma Bev's good ass popcorn.
I think you just did.
You're welcome.
So I guess it might be good news that we're recording a day later, Dan, because today is a very special day, and let me tell you why.
I'm sure you were going to.
Today it's June the 6th.
Yes. It's a very important day in
very important
history.
Day that's recognized very often as, of course, it's National Frozen Yogurt Day.
That's true.
It's not to be confused with International Frozen Yogurt Day, which is February 6th, but National Frozen Yogurt Day. This is just strictly American frozen yogurt.
This is just American yogurt. American Fro Yo.
This is the holiday for it. It's actually always the first Sunday in June, I guess.
Okay.
And according to this, frozen yogurt is a great, healthy, and tasty treat. So, yeah, we're celebrating that. I don't even really know why. Let's see. International Frozen Yogurt Day was created by the International Frozen Yogurt Association, of course.
All right, throw that paper on the floor. So today's Fro Yo Day.
Yeah, it is.
All right.
Hang on.
Wait.
I have one other thing about it that I want to get to.
Okay.
National Frozen Yogurt Day was created in 1933 by the country's best yogurt company, or in other words, TCBY. You remember them, right?
The old school.
Yeah. So it's like that thing where like Hallmark invented Valentine's Day or whatever.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like that.
Okay, so Fro Yo Day.
It is Fro Yo Day. You know what else it is, though?
Yeah, I do. It's a very important day in history, Ricky.
Yes. It's Yo-Yo Day. It's always on June 6th, Yo-Yo Day.
So
I noticed you didn't bring any yo-yo with you today.
I can yo-yo.
I know you can. I did a video with you yo-yoing in it once.
That's true. You did. I forgot about that. You just said that. No, I didn't bring a yo-yo with me today. I'm sorry.
Well,
so we just happened to be blessed enough that Yo-Yo Day happened to fall on Fro Yo Day this year.
Yeah, it doesn't happen always.
How about Zo-Yo Day? Are we going to celebrate Zeppelin next?
I don't think so. So we got Fro Yo Day, Yo-Yo Day. What? It seems like June 6th is something else. Oh, yeah, it's the anniversary of D-Day.
Yeah.
Where 4,000 Allied troops died.
I like how you're trying to still turn a joke bit out of D-Day. That's too soon?
Yeah, no. If it's ever going to be funny, it's going to be now. It's been long enough. It's probably
too soon.
Not saying that it ever is going to be, but
no. But today is D-Day, and thanks to all the people that sacrificed themselves so that two idiots can record a stupid ass podcast.
We enjoy the freedom of making asses of ourselves on a weekly basis.
That's true. And if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be able to enjoy Fro Yo.
Or yo-yos.
Well, the yo-yo was out before. World War II.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure it was. I probably had that information, but I didn't read it because who cares?
Well, it's on the floor now. All right, Ricky, let's talk about another important thing going on in the world today, and that is the vaccine rollout that is still happening.
Yes, it is. I got my second dose on Friday, and yesterday I did not feel great, but I felt better than you, so I had that going for me.
Yeah, man. As a matter of fact, as we're doing this, my left ear keeps buzzing in my headphones, so this is a very unenjoyable hour for me right now.
Well, it might just have something to do with the equipment we've got set up. Who knows?
No, I think it has to do with the 333 pounds of mucus I have in my head right now, my skull.
Well, that's gross.
So the COVID-19 vaccine rollout, people have been trying to get people on board with that by throwing incentives out.
Yeah, we've talked about a lot of them.
Yes, and well, I'm going to throw some more at you.
Okay, great.
So in Delaware, oh boy, we're in Delaware, where a June 5th vaccination event happened at the Starboard in Dewey Beach. If you're over the age of 21 and you got vaccinated, you got a free Orange Crush.
Orange Crush. People are giving out millions of dollars and all kinds of college tuition, and the best they could muster was an Orange Crush.
Oh, hold on a second. I'm about to make the idea of getting an Orange Crush sound terrific.
Okay.
Because in the wonderful state of West Virginia,
I don't know that I've heard that an actual phrase before, but go ahead.
There's going to be a vaccination lottery.
Are you saying in West by God, Virginia?
West
Dan?
by God, Virginia. Baby Dog, the governor's English bulldog, is taking a starring role in the marketing campaign for West Virginia's vaccination lottery.
Of course, West Virginia's governor has a dog named Baby Dog.
Baby Dog has appeared at recent briefings as Governor Jim Justice has extolled.
All this stuff is incredibly stereotypical already.
Yes. So Jim, he's trying to get West Virginia to be vaccinated, and he's given them the opportunity to win prizes. Today, Justice announced that the official name of the vaccination lottery will be Do It for Baby Dog.
That's not even a name.
Yeah. He says, I want everybody to just relax a little bit and have a little bit of fun.
Our governor has the personality of a dish sponge, and he still came up with Vax-A-Million.
Exactly. Well, I'm sure he didn't come up with it, but somebody did.
Still.
As Baby Dog's jowls dropped, the governor commented, whatever. Look at this darling little face here. You can't possibly turn her down.
How many times are you going to say baby dog, by the way?
I'm up to 4.
Okay.
So how can you possibly turn down this face? I mean, this face right here, he says in this press conference, pointing at the face of the animal.
Of baby dog?
Baby Dog's head turned to look off camera, body language that could only be interpreted as a plea for help.
Well, I don't blame baby dog.
Yeah. And then during this whole video thing, he also picked up Baby Dog's front paw and made it wave.
Oh, jeez. Well, I'm glad it's good to hear that West Virginia's in good hands.
Yes.
Very professionally run.
I'm gonna leave. I'll get into some of the prizes you can win in a second.
Please do. I'm very curious.
Okay, so
I wonder if the governor personally selected these prizes.
It's very possible because this guy sounds like he has the IQ of Baby Dog. So the first batch of prizes include 2 4-year full scholarships to West Virginia colleges for the residents between ages 12 and 25.
Oh.
Or a cash value of $27.50.
Do you like losing football teams? Well, have we got the school for you?
Well, we do. 2 new custom outfitted trucks.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm sure that those are going to be real fancy.
Oh, just hold on. 25 weekend getaways to state parks.
Okay. Sure.
5 lifetime hunting and fishing licenses.
Ooh, the lifetime hunting and fishing license.
That's true.
Wow.
And to top it all off, 5 custom hunting rifles and 5 custom hunting shotguns.
Oh, snap.
Oh, and I guess they're going to give $1 million to somebody on Father's Day too.
Well, I will say that he's probably pretty accurate in assuming that that's going to motivate West Virginians to get the vaccine.
Well,
if there's trucks and guns on the line and lifetime hunting licenses,
Ricky, he doesn't really care if you get them. He just wants you to do it for baby dog.
Right. Yes, yeah, because that's a problem we're having. I don't know what he means by that, but it doesn't matter.
I want to see the video, though, because I want to see the look on a bulldog's face that was interpreted as, just fucking kill me.
You'll have to look that up. Well, we got some other pandemic-related news.
Okay.
Actually.
Oh, yeah. So that's still going on. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that thing is still sort of looming out there. Since the start of the pandemic, thousands of planes from airlines around the world have been grounded, with many temporarily moved to hot, arid deserts, which are the ideal conditions for aircraft storage. But, as plane maintenance workers have discovered, such climates often come with unwanted and occasionally deadly inhabitants.
You mean like a hobo with a shotgun?
Well, possibly.
Possibly a drunk homeless guy who's feeling awful stabby.
In the desert, you might run into a guy high on peyote eating beans directly from a can. You know, that kind of thing.
Now, that was a hell of a weekend.
Yeah. Let's see. Australian airline Qantas has revealed that engineers tasked with maintaining its fleet of A380 Super Jumbos stored in California's Mojave Desert have come up with a simple but effective system to protect themselves from the area's venomous rattlesnakes.
Okay.
Quote, the area is well known for its feisty rattlers who love to curl up around the warm rubber tires and in the aircraft wheels and brakes, said Qantas Los Angeles-based engineering manager Tim Haywood in a news update published on the airline's website.
What, they couldn't get first class?
I don't know. Every aircraft has its own designated wheel whacker, which is a repurposed broom handle.
Oh, so really high tech.
Yeah, says part of the engineering kit, complete with each aircraft's registration written on it. So,
that had to come straight from the Air Force or something, because only a military genius would come up with a.
Why don't we just hit it with a broom handle?
Yeah. We just hit that.
What if we just hit it with a broom handle?
Damn it, Cletus. You're the smartest person from West Virginia that ever did come into the Air Force.
It's too bad you didn't win that free truck. Prior to any landing gear inspections, the workers first walk around the plane, stomping their feet and tapping the wheels with the wheel whacker to scare off any sleeping snakes, said Haywood. We've encountered a few rattlesnakes and also some scorpions, but the wheel whacker does its job and they scuttle off. So, at long last, there actually are motherfucking snakes on that motherfucking plane, Dan.
Yeah, if they would have just had like a little portable speaker playing Samuel Jackson voice the entire time, that would have probably worked just as well as a wheel whacker.
I'm sure it would have.
All right, Ricky, this is going to be really painful.
Okay, well, here we go.
Authorities in New Jersey have identified a mysterious large animal skull that washed up on a beach on Memorial Day. On Wednesday, the New Jersey Department of Environmental Protection identified the skull as the lower jaw and skull of a minke whale, or mink whale. There's an E at the end of this. The skull was found by state park police on Monday, following several days of storms. But before it was officially identified, park officials had asked followers on social media for guesses as to what it could be. One user suggested it could be part of a small humpback whale skull, while another said it could be that of a baleen whale. Well, it wasn't.
I appreciate the skull references in the metal news, but I can tell you're just not 100%. You're not performing at your highest metal news ability.
No, I feel like
I don't blame you.
I feel like that was more like, I don't know, like Nelson metal.
I wouldn't go that. It wasn't that bad.
Maybe Warrant.
Yeah, okay. I warrant. I'll go with
that. Might have
or the Scorpions, like I just
that
mentioned.
Could have maybe Rat.
Rat, yeah. Well,
round and round,
Dan.
Round and
what
round.
Goes around comes around.
I should have a joke for that, but I don't.
Well, good. Continuing with the Cicada Watch coverage, Dan.
Yes.
We've been at this for several weeks.
yeah. They're here, by the way, now.
Yes, absolutely they are. And I got a little bit of news on that. As cicadas are popping up by the billions across the eastern United States this season and are subsequently finding their way onto the dining tables of adventurous foodies.
That's gross.
People with a seafood allergy, however, should avoid the crunchy insect, which are related to crustaceans. Federal health officials warned on Wednesday.
How about you just don't eat them because they look disgusting as shit?
Yeah, well, that's another good reason not to.
I thought so.
The advice from the Food and Drug Administration comes as the current group of cicadas, known as Brudex, emerges from the ground on its regular 17-year cycle. The shrimp-sized, beady-eyed bugs with almost translucent wings are being prepared by professional chefs and at home in a variety of ways. This year, we have had comprehensive Cicada Watch coverage featuring our field reporter, Michael Phillips, and we've got him on the line with us again this week. Michael, tell me what's going on with the cicadas right now.
What's that?
I said, tell us here what's going on with the cicadas.
They're all over the frickin' place. I could barely hear you. Hello?
Have you tried eating any of them yet? We heard a story where people shouldn't eat them if you're allergic to seafood.
No, I did have one try to crawl in my mouth. Get off me. Not you guys, sorry. They're everywhere. Literally crawling on me.
Oh.
Yeah, I did have one try to get in my mouth. It was nasty, though. Real nasty. Worse than the pee.
Okay. Well.
Come on. Sorry, guys. One trying to crawl in my ears. You know how weird that is?
Yeah, I imagine that is weird. Yeah. Man.
Get off me.
Okay, well.
No, ma'am, I'm fine. Stay away.
It's like he's kung fu fighting the cicadas now.
What's that?
Nothing, Michael. Go run to your car. Get away from the bugs. I'm sorry.
You're doing a yeoman's work, Michael. Good job, buddy.
Thanks. I hope this is it.
Okay. All right, Michael. Thanks for checking in with us.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.
I think we lost Michael in that one.
Sounds dangerous.
Glad he's getting paid for this job.
No, he's not.
Well, glad it's not us then. Ricky, I'm starting to think that Michael's like our super Dave Osborne on the show. We just kind of send him out, and we know he's going to get screwed.
Yeah, well, I didn't expect it to be as bad as it turned out to be today.
Do you think we're going to let him off the hook after this one?
I think it's pretty well established the cicadas are here, so...
Well, good. Well, we're sending him out next time there's a rampant... plague of flying elephant shit flying from the sky or something else that can really cheer up his day.
Yeah, the next time there's some sort of very unpleasant situation developing, we might have to...
Next time we get a biblical plague, we'll make sure we send him out on that one.
Right. What's coming up in the second segment of the show, Dan?
Well, Ricky, we're going to check out the Florida Man like we normally do on the show.
Of course. Sure.
I want to try to make it through the rest of the episode, and of course, I will because I'm blessed by the return of our Lord and Gator.
No Good News Network, the news no one cares about.
No Good News Network.
You know what, Ricky? Normally I get a little crabby when we start to get to the third segment, but I didn't tonight because we had that snack, that delicious snack before the show.
That's why I asked the good folks over at Grandma Bev's Good Ass Popcorn to send those our way. I knew that popcorn will put you in an excellent mood tonight.
I was in a pretty good mood because the caramel corn was delicious and the cheddar ghost pepper I thought was going to be too hot because I'm kind of a wuss, but it really wasn't. It was just actually good, really good.
No, it's made from white cheddar and ghost pepper and other seasoning. It has a little kick, But more so, it's just a delicious flavored popcorn.
That's true. It was really good. And if you want to get yourself some Grandma Bev's good-ass popcorn, go to grandmabevs.shop and pick you out a couple flavors and get them shipped to you. They're pretty good, dude.
Yeah, they've got the classic flavors to choose from, like the caramel corn like we had, which is really buttery and sweet and delectable, by the way.
So buttery.
But they also have kettle corn. They have movie theater butter. They have your classic cheddar.
They got Chicago style, too.
They do have the Chicago style, as well as a couple more adventurous flavors.
Yeah?
Like that white cheddar ghost pepper we had tonight, or cheddar jalapeno, or cinnamon roll.
Oh, come on, dude. Knock it off.
Doesn't that sound great?
That does sound really good. Grandma Bev's good-ass popcorn.
Go on and get you some.
Ricky, do you know you can buy T-shirts at our store?
Yes, Dan, I was adequately aware of the fact that...
You can't buy masks or tote bags there anymore, though.
No.
No, just shirts and hoodies.
Yeah.
Mugs.
That's true.
You can get the regular shirt with the dude going, and that guy.
Yeah, sure.
Black and white. You can get a Gator Halloween shirt.
You can.
Gator Christmas shirt.
You can.
You can get a mug.
You can.
Different colors on the inside.
That's true.
And if you get one of those, then you get a special gift.
That is absolutely correct.
Yes, and those will be in an envelope that will be addressed to you and stamped and will be sent to you.
Everything you've said thus far is factual.
That is correct. So if you would like to support the show and sport one of those awesome shirts, go to nokanews.store and buy them.
That's correct, Dan.
Yep.
Welcome back to the Noka News Network, the news no one cares about. I'm Ricky French, here with Dan Colley. Dan Colley is a very sick individual, and I don't mean that how I usually mean it.
You may have to burn this microphone after this week,
Spray it with Lysol, it'll be all right.
then set it on fire.
I don't use that mic anyway. I'm smarter than that, Dan.
Good point. Hey, I can guarantee everyone listening out there that this segment will be 99% baby dog free.
Yeah, we already got the 1% in, so we're moving on.
Exactly. So, Ricky,
Yeah.
Army Lance Corporal Kaylee Marie Goodall.
Okay.
Sorry.
Any relation to Jane Goodall of ape research fame?
The fuck am I supposed to know?
I don't know.
Anyway, she was 33. She is 33.
Yeah.
She was removed from her car after asking to order some fast food
Oh, okay.
from the police.
Oh,
That pulled her over
I see.
because she was schnockered.
Yeah, she was drunk enough to ask a cop for a cheeseburger.
She was pissed. An Army Lance
As
Corporal.
our friends in the UK might say.
Oi. An Army Lance Corporal who drove to McDonald's while 3 times over the alcohol limit.
Oh, wow. That's pretty damn hammered there, Dan.
She was so drunk she tried to order food from a police officer who set out to arrest her.
Yeah, I'm sure that did not go well for her.
Yeah. So she was in Richmond, Virginia, I suppose.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. In a drunken haze on May 15th, she decided to drive to McDonald's less than a mile from her base. The drive-thru was closed and cordoned off, but the corporal still pulled in. She didn't give a shit. When the police caught up with her, she attempted to get her fast food fix from officers ordering through her car window. The prosecutor said she asked to order food from the police officer before being removed from the car. Yeah, she was hammered, dude. Actually, you know what, Ricky? I'm reading this a bit later. This was in England, so she was pissed.
Oh, okay. Well,
She was also handed a 12-month community order where, with 100 hours and must pay 85 quid, prosecution costs, and 95 pounds statutory surcharge. So she was a Lance Corporal, and this would have been Richmond, North Yorkshire.
She was so drunk that she has to pay some kind of fictitious money. Is that what you're saying? Quid?
Well, that's what they call it there. She was in she's in Richmond, North Yorkshire, and was headed back to her camp in Catterick Garrison.
Okay, well. I didn't know. I never associate the UK with
having a military.
Well,
we did have to bail him out a couple times.
I'm pretty sure that she is American, But I never associate the UK with people just getting hammered and driving to McDonald's. To me, that seemed like a very American thing to do. I mean, I know they have McDonald's and everything, but
Yeah, but they probably they get hammered they're already hammered at the pub. Most pubs have food.
right, yeah.
Or they go down to the fish and chip cart.
Yeah, they can get chips. Yeah, sure.
Exactly. Or have little pork snacks.
Yeah, right. Or whatever it is. It's got malt vinegar on it or something, probably.
We actually have malt vinegar chips at home. We got from the Lay's subsidiary version of the English chips.
Walker?
Walker, yes, Walkers. Yep, we have Walker chips at home. Yes.
Well, those sound. I would probably I like salt and vinegar chips.
Actually, yeah, they're not bollocks.
Well, that's good to know.
You have to sort them out, Ricky.
You know what rhymes with bollocks? Mollusk. And I've got a story about one right here.
Kinda.
Yeah, it's what you call a near rhyme, Dan. I
Like this show being a near hit,
no.
near listenable.
Yeah, okay.
There it is.
There it is. Yeah. A weird mollusk, affectionately known as the Wandering Meatloaf, has teeth made out of a rare iron mineral previously found only along rocky coastlines, a new study finds. So, there's a lot going on here. Researchers detected the rare iron mineral called Santa Barbaraite in the teeth.
Not to be confused with one day to live-ite and General Hospital-ite.
Yes.
I think Santa Barbara was a soap opera.
I don't have any idea.
Doesn't it sound like one?
Yeah, sure. It could be.
I'm delirious over here.
In the teeth, so they found this iron mineral called Santa Barbaraite in the teeth of the rock-grazing mollusk Cryptochyton stellari, nicknamed the Wandering Meatloaf because it looks just like a meatloaf. I get it, Dan. I get it.
Wait, is it a meatloaf with ketchup or gravy?
It doesn't. Well, it says reddish brown, so my guess is ketchup.
Nice, very good, delicious.
I learned that you're all on board on the meatloaf, but so help you God if somebody puts green peppers in that fucker.
Yeah, well, I told her no one's going to eat the damn thing then.
The discovery sheds light.
Hey, I ended up winning that argument because she's dead now and I'm not. So
okay, well,
I won't have to eat green peppers in my meatloaf anymore.
Well, I put green peppers in mine, so if you came over, I'd have to do it differently.
Well, you'd be dead too eventually. I'm not saying I killed the lady. I'm just saying she was old as shit. So
the discovery sheds light on how sea stellari can scrape food off of rocks. The researchers said Santa Barbaraite has high water content, which makes it strong with low density. We think this might toughen the teeth without adding a lot of weight. So, whatever. It's got weird mineral teeth, and the one thing this story doesn't cover is what this particular mollusk would or would not do for love.
Scotty and Anthrax married Meatloaf's daughter.
As in they are wed, or he performed the ceremony?
No, he is the husband of Meatloaf.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
He is Meatloaf's son-in-law.
Okay, well, that's cool, I guess. I don't know.
The coolest thing about Meatloaf. But Meatloaf was also in Tenacious D Pick of Destiny.
Oh, yeah.
That was pretty cool, I guess. All right. Let's keep staying on brand here and doing things that don't matter. And let's visit with our good old buddy, the Florida Man. Still get a yeehaw out of there.
Oh, I'm impressed.
Thank you. That's the Kentucky in me coming out. So this comes out of Manatee County, Florida. 25-year-old Jeffrey Heim says he's lucky to be alive after an alligator attack in the Mayaca River. He says, I thought I was going to die right there. I assume he sounds like that. He got me
right, yeah.
He got me right here, he says as he pointed at his head that now has 30 staples in it. And then right here, I'm kind of swollen, and there's a puncture wound on the top and the bottom. He was talking about his right hand, by the way, there.
Oh, okay.
He said, I get bit and pulled, and what felt like a boat hit me with all of its full force. I thought he was going to die right there. Heim says he was doing what he loves. Not punching an alligator in the face.
Getting attacked by alligators?
Not getting his ass kicked by an alligator, but he was diving for shark teeth.
Okay.
He dives for megalodon teeth.
Oh,
Ricky.
okay. Well,
So
whatever, get your jollies off, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. Getting eaten by an alligator. He says, just being in the presence of a wild animal like that is something I enjoyed. But now I've learned a lot more. Like, don't get eaten by. Yeah, he says, I learned a lot more. What it feels like to be inside their mouths. Yeah.
So what, I think there's some tips on there about if you encounter an alligator.
There is. He also says that he's going to keep diving, though, still.
Okay, well, good.
Yeah, because he's a dumbass. So the Florida Wildlife Commission says, be aware of your surroundings.
Okay, as in, see if there's a goddamned alligator around.
That'd be correct.
Yeah, okay.
Never feed an alligator, as in, hey, there's a goddamn alligator right there. I may not want to feed it.
Yeah, sure.
He always give a gator space.
Okay.
Like, hey,
social distancing with the gators.
over there's a goddamn alligator.
Yeah.
I'm going to give it some space.
I'm going to not get near it.
Exactly.
Therefore, it makes it more difficult for it to bite my head off.
Yep. If you are attacked, make as much noise and resist as much as possible.
I don't think they got to tell you to do either of those things.
No, because I would assume it would go something a little bit like our highly trained reenactment. Hey, there's a goddamn gator. Ah!
Yeah, it would probably be pretty
Yeah.
noisy and resisty. Just on its own.
And the last tip, go for sensitive areas like its eyes.
Okay, good.
So while you're trying to be thrashed around, Larry Curly and mow this son of a bitch right
You got to go for, don't sweep the leg. That's not going to work with an alligator.
See if you can
They're
punch him
very
in his
short.
gator nuts, maybe, but beyond that, go for the eyes.
Yeah.
There is a nuisance alligator hotline, Ricky.
Oh, okay. Well,
It's 866 FWC Gator. That's 866 392 4286.
all right. Well, that's good to know.
This guy, by the way, he set up an account to help pay for his medical expenses.
Okay.
Screw,
Good for him.
screw him for messing with the gator.
All right. So we're going to stick in Florida and we're going to stick with gators.
I like that.
You're going to love this story, Dan.
All right, let me get ready for this.
This is the way it starts out. This is out of Plant City, Florida, which I'm not real positive where that is in the state, but
If I'm not mistaken, it's a little
Tampa
south
area,
of
I
Orlando.
think.
Plant City. What was I'm trying to remember now.
or maybe it's not. Maybe that was the Tampa area.
It's been a long time since I've been down there.
It died. Who gives a shit?
The Reds, I think, have spring training in Plant City still.
Oh, I didn't know that. This is the most Floridian wake-up call ever. I don't know about that. Probably like...
The most Floridian wake-up call, I would think, sounds something like this. Sis, get out of the trailer. Goddamn cops are here.
I think the most Floridian wake-up call somehow involves Florida-Georgia line. Who knows how, but...
Yeah, Zach Brown, maybe. Kenny Chesney trying to be like Jimmy Buffett. There's a beach out there and my tractor's on it. I'm wearing a ball cap and cut off jeans.
I love that song, Dan. It's one of my...
Drinking a cold beer and my girlfriend left me. I don't care because I got some waves.
One of my favorite Kenny Chesney songs is "There's a Beach Out There and My Tractor's on It."
Yeah. That came off his album, Cold Beers in a Boat. Drinking while I'm on a boat is a real good idea.
I'm probably gonna get arrested by the game warden.
Maybe getting ate by a gator.
Yeah, this
My
is
shit was drunk. All right, go ahead.
this show is already ridiculous enough without you being fucking incapacitated to the point where you can't have a logical thought.
Since when start now?
Pamela and Mark Pomfret were sound asleep in their Plant City home when they were jolted awake around 2:30 a.m. Tuesday by banging on their French doors in their bedroom,
See, I told you.
which led out to the patio.
Sis, get up.
When they looked outside, they found the source of the noise
It was Florida Georgia Line on their back patio.
Yes, yes. Well, close. It was a very large alligator on their back patio.
Oh, Ricky, that can only mean one thing. The absolute return of our Lord and Gator.
Yes, that's true.
Alligator Jehovah's Witnesses.
I guess they're out in full force right now.
Trying to sell Gator lighthouses again.
Yeah. Well,
Nice.
they just want to spread the good word of Gator Jesus to everyone. I
Yeah,
guess.
they're not like them wacky Gator Scientologists out there. It's like,
no, right.
there's a Gator planet out there in the solar system, and this Gator alien came down here, and he wants to tell y'all that if you like to donate enough money, you can be, every time you give more money, you get to go up a Gator level in the Gator pyramid. Once you get to the higher echelons of the Gator society, you can find out all the secrets of Gator universe right here. Just wear that red band around your wrist. Don't tell nobody about it, and get a Gator Tom Cruise. Get in here and tell these people about Gator Scientology. That's only Gator celebrities are into Gator Scientology.
It's true. It's Gatorology.
That's right. Gator Jehovah's Witnesses are fine. They still don't like Halloween. They're not on board with that.
Right?
Still.
No.
How do you think they feel about Gator 4th of July?
Well, I don't know.
Little Gator Uncle Sam with the hat on.
Well.
A couple of Gator sprinklers.
Sparklers, you mean?
What did I say?
Sprinklers.
Yeah, sparklers. Got it from Uncle Nick's.
Yes. So these couple called authorities, and it took several trappers to wrangle the gator and remove it from their property. And as we said the last time, Gator made a religious-based house call. Apparently, it's all because of the gator mating season.
Maybe
They don't do it outside of gator wedlock.
that's right. Well, this was a married couple, right?
Yes.
Okay, because I was thinking maybe he was knocking on the door like, hey, don't you be touching her. Gator Jesus says that ain't cool.
Gator Jesus is watching.
Wait. If they only come out really in like droves like this during mating season, maybe they're Gator Mormons. They can have more than one Gator wife.
They're assigned to a gator missionary work for a period of time, and they have to
Maybe if they do a
they
really
have to
good
be of gator service to you.
that way they can get married in the Gator Tabernacle back in
Right.
and they have a great Gator choir.
In the 1800s, Gator Joseph Smith had Gator God come to him in a vision in rural Illinois. All right, we're not going to get into it. I don't know if it was Illinois. It's somewhere around there. But anyway,
yeah, who the fuck cares?
I certainly don't.
You know what, Ricky?
They have to wear their special gator underwear, otherwise they can't get into gator heaven.
And they wear these little. They come to your door. They have little Gator name tags on. Says,
And
"Hi, I'm Gator Smith."
and gator short sleeve dress shirts with gator clip-on ties.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
All right, Ricky. Let's finish up this absolute ridiculous second segment with a godless town called Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I will vouch for that fact. Those people, boy.
So evidently, a neighbor called the police
Okay.
because he heard the first time he heard someone screaming in his apartment was he has a sword.
Okay. All right. Hang on. Let me make sure I'm caught up.
Yes.
So a guy calls the police because he's in an apartment building and he overhears someone scream, quote, he has a sword.
Yes. It was on Pittsburgh's central north side, by the way, if that makes a difference to you.
No, it doesn't. It's
Okay.
it's all a wasteland.
After the police departed, the neighbor heard screaming again. It was the tenant screaming in pain while being stabbed by the landlord with a katana.
Okay.
So evidently, the landlord, Shaquan Tyler, is charged with aggravated assault and simple assault.
He got both kinds in there. Okay.
The tenant, Louis Rice, is charged with terroristic threats and simple assault.
Okay.
So evidently, somebody had a hammer.
What does it say? What kind of hammer?
I'm assuming some type of a peen hammer.
There's
possibly.
probably a peen involved. Sure.
There might be a claw, but probably a peen.
Was it a framing hammer? I need to know the details on this.
Dead blow mallet.
Okay. All right. Rubber or plastic?
Oh, rubber for sure.
Okay.
All right, so it says the landlord and the landlord's friend claimed the tenant came downstairs threatening the landlord with a hammer. So the landlord stabbed the tenant with a sword in self-defense.
Okay.
The tenant and the tenant's friend say the tenant's friend was holding a hammer at the time, but that it was the landlord threatening and attacking the tenant with said sword.
Okay.
The police said the tenant was stabbed twice.
Okay.
Ricky, can you guess where this guy was stabbed? Nope. He was stabbed in the buttocks.
Okay.
The old katana to the ass.
Okay.
And once in his left flank.
Oh, and again with the flank.
I think at this point, anytime you get hit on the side, we can just refer to it as the flank.
Yeah, of course.
You know what? It gives a whole meaning to the old Pittsburgh sword to the ass.
That's a thing?
Well, yeah. Basically, what you do is you grab. I'll tell you after the show.
Okay. Looking forward to that.
Hey, honey, when I get home tonight, you want the old Pittsburgh katana?
Yeah, that's... Boy.
I'm too sick to do that.
Okay.
Or just sick enough.
Both are probably equally true. What's coming up in the last segment of the show?
The paranormal news, as we always do. And what else is on the bat belt? But, Ricky, we're also going to explain to everyone and describe to everyone the greatest invention of all humankind.
Noka News Network, the news no one cares about.
Noka News Network.
Dan, you two-timing SOB, you've got another podcast, don't you?
Yeah. Well, yes, I do. But you know what? I've always loved you.
Uh-huh. Go ahead. Tell me about your other podcast.
All right. The other podcast is called...
Who is it?
It's called Give Me Back My Action Movies, and I do it with Charlie.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. So...
You dirty dog.
Well, I'm a podcast slut. Anyway, so the podcast over there we do... we talk about VHS era action movies, 80s, 90s, blockbuster type stuff. You know, going to the video store when you were a kid, right?
Yep. Gotcha.
Yeah. We can say blockbuster because there ain't any left. They're going to sue us. So you go over and check it out. It is Give Me Back My Action Movies, the podcast. We're on all the major platforms, and the Facebook group is really where the conversation's going. So join the group, listen to the podcast, get in the conversations with us, and have a good time. Ricky!
Yes, Dan?
Ricky,
Yeah, I'm right here.
did you know that we have new shirts at the store?
Of course I did. I designed them, Dan.
Yeah. So there's one of those that is about Halloween and one about Christmas.
Yeah, they're Gator holiday shirts.
Yes. So all of you out there that are current to the product and have listened to all our episodes will understand what we mean when we say Gator holiday shirts.
That's true. We've got those. We've still got our regular Noka News Network mugs.
Yep. See.
Yes, as evidenced by the slurping.
Yep.
We've got the...
They hold beverages.
That's their purpose.
And
You're right about that.
And we have the original old school OG logo shirts as well.
Yes, and hoodies, too.
Oh, we do have the hoodies still?
Yeah.
I don't have one of those.
Well, I do.
Well, it's hot as hell. I don't need one right now.
Well, I don't really either.
No. Unless you live in Alaska.
Well, I don't, but I still have a hoodie. Welcome back to the Noka News Network. The news no one cares about. I'm Ricky French with Dan Colley, with a under the weather Dan Colley.
I'm all right.
That's how I feel about your performance most times. Yeah, they did it. Somebody tried it again, Dan.
What's that?
A 30-year-old woman was arrested after she allegedly was found trespassing on school grounds and posing as a student.
Did she?
She doesn't follow the news too closely.
I'm tired of these copycat criminals out there, Ricky.
Exactly. Casey Garcia of San Elizario, and this is out of Texas, was arrested Tuesday after the El Paso County Sheriff's Office said staff within San Elizario Independent School District identified her after she posed as a student within one of the district schools.
Look, I get it, folks. The last year and a half or so has really kind of sucked, and we all love nostalgia and kind of want to go back to a simpler time, but that doesn't mean third period French.
No, it doesn't. Garcia is charged on suspicion of criminal trespassing and tampering with government records. So I don't know what she was doing in there. She found her way into the office or something.
Was she trying to help like her sister out on a grade or something?
Well, it doesn't really get into what.
Was she trying to catch a Bulbasaur? Or Pokemon Go?
Might have been. She's real late on that train, but maybe.
Was she trying to tick and talk? And pop and lock?
I don't think either of those things were happening. It doesn't really get into what she was doing, but the sheriff's office has said several social media postings documented the incident where she posed as her 13-year-old daughter. You didn't think anybody would notice that 30-year-old you...
Bitch, you 30. You don't look 13-year-old daughter.
Not your 13-year-old daughter. Oh, no, it's me.
No, it's me. It's me, Elizabeth. Bitch, you got to hurry up her lip. You ain't Elizabeth. You 30.
No, it's me, 13-year-old Madeline.
Yeah. You got a smoker's cough. How's that? Are you a 13-year-old? Are you 30?
LOL and so forth.
And so forth.
Garcia was booked into the El Paso County Detention Facility on charges related to the incident and an unrelated traffic warrant. So she already had a warrant out.
Maybe it's like a Freaky Friday thing.
Well,
her and her daughter are changing places. So here's what I want to know.
Okay.
If she got caught as 13-year-old Madeline, what was this lady's name again?
Casey.
Did 13-year-old Madeline try to pass herself off as 30-year-old Casey?
Go to her job and hilarity ensued.
Casey, I'm tired of you not getting these reports on time. I'm sorry, I was just trying.
WTF?
Yeah, I'm tired of you. Is that a new makeup style, new haircut or something? You look so young and youthful. I'm fucking 13. What? Nothing. Oh, okay. That sounds like some kind of stupid 80s comedy movie.
Yeah, but for the number of times that particular scenario has been portrayed in film, I don't think it ever actually happens.
She said she was tired of being a kid.
Mom, I can do your job.
She said she was tired of being the adult.
I'm going to be back at school
this summer.
Right?
Yeah.
Watch them change places in Swip Swap.
Swip Swap. Yeah.
The fun teenage parent comedy. Brought to you by Miramax.
I missed Swip Swap. I didn't check that. Coming this summer from Touchstone Pictures.
Swip Swap.
I just realized I did my strip club DJ voice by mistake.
That was pretty good, though. It's Touchstone. It's fine. Starring that one chick from Disney Channel, and
starring that. Okay,
and that one lady in movies.
Not a real specific trailer.
Ricky,
yeah,
there's a mystery illness taking the U.S. by storm.
Wait a minute, there's another illness circulating now.
Yeah, it's a mystery one.
Okay,
what do you call it when you've got a runny nose, a fever, or cough, but you don't have COVID? These are all the symptoms I've got, by the way.
Okay. Well, I don't know, Dan.
Yeah. It's called the fucking common cold.
Oh, okay. I guess that makes sense.
People all over the TikTokosphere are showing cases of this new mysterious illness.
Oh, man. They're really getting to the bottom of that, I guess.
Yeah. Essentially, they're all going over this. They're like, oh, look, I'm sick, and I've got this and that. It's a mysterious super illness. No, it's called the cold. You've stayed away from everybody for the last year and a half and wore a mask.
Yeah.
As soon as they lift restrictions, you start mouth fucking each other. And now we all got the fucking plague again. The most common of illnesses has hit this country like a ton of bricks, me included, which I got from my fucking kid from school.
Right.
Because his teachers were out fucking mouth humping, I guess. Over the weekend, now that you can get around each other a little bit more.
You should. I don't know if it's fair to just offhandedly accuse teachers of mouth open. You got no evidence.
It's fairly true.
Well,
All right. Anyway, people were too close to each other.
yeah.
And I'm assuming talking with their mouths in or around each other's face
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
without masks or social distancing of any type.
Yeah.
And not only was it good to keep COVID away, but it was also good to keep away every other
right.
simple communicable disease. That shows you how weak and stupid we are.
Well,
That what could it be? Well, have you been in the face of anyone else for the last year? No, I've been really healthy. No shit, Sharon. As soon as you go back out with Bethany to the fucking mall, you're going to get the plague again. What? I'm 13. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, swip swap. Yeah. Anyway,
I'm gonna have to find.
So now
which streaming service features Swip Swap? Dan,
Voodoo. So now I'm sick because of this, and that's
hopefully I'm not sick.
well, I'm not mouth humping you.
No, I know, certainly not. All right, let's move on to something less scary than that thought. This is the paranormal news. All right, Dan, we talked about before that there is a Pentagon report on unidentified aerial phenomenon due out this month.
Yeah.
It hasn't come out yet, and there's a lot of conjecture about it. There's a lot of people saying, it's probably not going to say much of anything.
So, UAP,
Uh-huh.
unidentified.
Aerial phenomenon.
What if they could start identifying them? All right. And
Then there would be IAPs.
well, go with me on this.
Sure, go ahead.
If they could identify them, and it was some technology that we couldn't understand, it was more like wondrous, right? So then they would be WAP.
Okay. All right. I see what's happening.
So now it could be like,
Fighter base, this is Eagles 552. I've got a WAP on my north port side. It doesn't cook, it doesn't clean. Want to know how I got this ring? Over.
I wish I didn't find that as funny as I do, but I do.
that's why you said yes all those months ago.
Let me get into the story here, Dan. The release of the highly anticipated Pentagon report on the U.S. Navy's UFO sightings could possibly be used to brush off the details of hypersonic weapons developed by the U.S., Russia, and China, an expert in the field has suggested.
I don't know what those are, but they sound badass.
The U.S. Defense Department is expected to say many of the sightings remain unexplained in the upcoming report. According to the New York Times, one possible explanation given to some of the encounters are that they are top-secret hypersonic weapons developed by adversaries Russia and China.
And Cobra.
Dr. David Clark is the curator for the National Archives of UFO Projects, which collates all the official sightings, reports, and discussions submitted to the Ministry of Defense while their UFO desk was in existence. He believes he's in the UK, which is why it's the Ministry of Defense, spelled with a C. He believes the new report is being published as a result of the pressure of the media and government officials. He said they have to produce the report because it's been asked by the Senate, but the dilemma is that on whether they are actually themselves creating these sightings by their own military technology. He goes on to say, because if the Russians and Chinese are doing it to the Americans, you can be absolutely sure the Americans are doing exactly the same. They would be using hypersonic drone technology to spy on Russian and Chinese governments.
When did China become a new world power, by the way? Have you know?
It's been a while.
Yeah, but did you just find that weird?
Well,
I'm 45, so in the 80s, you're like, oh, the big world powers are like the U.S. and Russia, and
yeah, sure.
maybe the U.K. kind of, whatever.
Well,
Laos. But when you
this isn't funny at all.
Ghana, I don't know. But then China, now all of a sudden you go, China's a world power, and you're like, fucking China?
Well, they finally figured out how to make money. That's why they've gained so much power.
Well, pretty much anyone that makes money gains a foothold on things like that. So that makes sense. But
so anyway, what that guy is asserting is that these things they're supposed to release this report about, they kind of are leading us to think that they're aliens, but really he thinks that they are technology that world governments actually already have.
So instead of calling them unidentified aerial phenomenon, I should call them world aerial phenomenon.
Yeah, sure. What? Yeah.
Or maybe wild aerial phenomenon.
Yeah. Yep.
Wacky?
Yeah. Well, yes. That's a terrible suggestion.
All right. So, speaking of wacky technology, and I can't read the way they wrote this. This is great. Anyway, police departments across the country are investigating in what is basically a new high-tech lasso designed to automatically restrain suspects without cops having to electrocute or shoot them.
Well, that's good news.
Yeah.
Does this lasso make people tell the truth by any chance?
Well, I guess if it hurts enough, they might. As recently noted by Motherboard...
Can it be deployed from an invisible jet? Just out of
No.
curiosity.
No, you wouldn't. No. How would... First of all, okay, look. The last couple of days I've been sick at home, so I've been watching some Justice League Unlimited, all right?
Okay, sure.
And Wonder Woman's been flying around the invisible jet. Mm-hmm. 2, the first. How the hell she see it? To know where it is.
How do she ever remember where she parked it?
Thing the second, and when she's in it, can she see inside? So does she know what button she's pushing?
Yeah, does it have gauges? We don't know the answers.
And third, the third, she can fly. What the hell does she need a jet for?
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyway, as recently noted by Motherboard, the Bola Wrap remote restraint device looks a lot like a taser and functions more or less like something from a James Bond film. I would like to think it more or less like that. It's a bat.
Yeah, it's pretty Batman.
It's a bat gadget.
I watched
the Bat Bola.
Yeah, I watched a video of it.
Get over here! I want to shoot you with the Bat Bola.
I saw a video of it. It very much is a Batman technology.
So anyway, they use gunpowder to explosively discharge an 8-foot Kevlar tether designed to fly through the air and ensnare a suspect with barbed restraints, also referred to as remote handcuffs.
Okay.
It allegedly works at a distance of 10 to 25 feet and is meant to be used on suspects who are non-compliant. So instead of tasing them or beating them the shit out of them with a stick or just shooting them in the face, you can now hit them with the bat taser or the bat lasso or the bat bola or whatever you want to call it. Uh-huh. It's flying Kevlar barbed wire.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's preferable to getting shot in the face.
I don't know. It sounds like it probably sucks.
Yeah, probably a little bit, but...
Now, Ricky, if you think that is a super impressive mega invention by mankind, I'm here to tell all you out there in internet podcast land, Ricky has a story for you about the absolute most impressive human accomplishment. And a soundbite for it.
Yeah, Dan,
we're like professionals and shit.
All right, so this comes out of Albuquerque, New Mexico. A New Mexico sheriff who is running for mayor of Albuquerque was interrupted while on stage at a campaign event by a flying drone with a sex toy attached to it.
Is that a dong on a drone?
Yes. Yes, it was a dong on a drone.
Yeah, it was. Audio from a video taken at the event there. Oh, man. Bernalillo County Sheriff Manuel Gonzalez's campaign said the Democrat was unharmed and will not be intimidated. No matter how girthy or tremendous said item was.
I was intimidated watching that video. It is a quadcopter with what can only be described as a 3-foot-long rubber phallus.
It's
dangling and flopping in the air with a mind of its own.
It's quite tremendous and triumphant. I will say that.
Well, puts me to shame.
The Albuquerque Journal reported that video posted on Facebook shows Gonzalez answering questions from the audience while standing on a stage at an event center when the drone bearing the sex toy started buzzing near the stage. And I think he means the drone, not the sex toy.
No, that was more of a floppy silicone based.
It doesn't have all
member.
It doesn't have all your bells and whistles. It's a pretty straightforward meat and potatoes kind of sex toy.
It was just a big rubber dong, dude. It was like.
Well, I was trying to be,
probably what it was, you know.
I was trying to be a little more tactful about it, but sure.
He was being pretty tactful by trying to fly it near his head and not right into him.
Yes. The report said, let's see, a sheriff's office report said the owner of the event center grabbed the device.
No, he grabbed the dong, dude. I saw that video.
And that 20-year-old Kalen Ashby Dreyer unsuccessfully tried to grab it. Dreyer, I guess, is the guy who was piloting said craft. That's an unexplained aerial phenomenon for you, by the way.
Yeah.
Let's see. Gonzalez said at a news conference on Wednesday that he believed Dreyer was with several companions and spotted someone standing on the other side of a fence who he believes was flying the drone. It became so distracting from the sound and everything. And
the sound, yeah. It's a quadcopter. It was going zzz, instead it had a 4-foot phallus flinging and flopping around in the air in front of it.
Yes.
Do you see the video? The dude grabbed up there and had just a big fistful of pecker.
I saw it. Dreyer has been charged with petty misdemeanor battery and
battery. He didn't hit him with it.
Well,
that'd have been assault with a deadly weapon if he'd hit him with that thing.
Misdemeanor resisting, evading, or obstructing an officer. According to a deputy in the report, Dreyer said that he did not intend to hit Gonzalez, but was upset at the way Gonzalez answered a question and intended to swing his fist to the air. So he did sort of hit this guy running for office in the hand, but he says he didn't mean to.
He wasn't swinging his fist in the air. He was swinging a big old.
Yeah, we know. We got it.
Peen.
We got it.
With a big old fake wiener.
Well, on that very wholesome note, we come to the end of another episode of the Noka News Network podcast.
Mm-hmm.
We're happy to be able to share it with everyone.
We were happy to share stories about yo-yos and Fro Yos and big fake rubber wieners this week with everyone.
We hope you join us again next week.
Probably won't, but that's all right.
We're used to that at this point.
We know that even if you don't join us, you will still be loved and protected by our Lord and Gator, Alligator Jesus. You know, folks, through all these tough times we've had with COVID and other pandemics, when you look down in the sand and only see one set of tracks, but there's 4 of them, and they have little claw toes and maybe a tail behind them, it's because Alligator Jesus carried you.
Oh.
Hey,
That
Noka
may have
News-
been the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
NokaNews.store, Facebook.com/NokaNews network. Twitter. Hey, I've been active on the Twitter. Ricky, have you noticed?
I know.
Good, thank you. So you can check us on Twitter at NewsNoka, and you can email us at newsroom@nokanews.com and call us on our hotline 614-398-0770.
Yeah, check out the merch. There's a lot of new merch on the store. You have your Gator holiday shirts that we put up, which, those are for holidays later in the year, but they're, you might want to plan ahead. But there's some other stuff. There's Fanny Packs on there now, Dan.
Yes, Fanny Packs, embroidered
Yeah.
Fanny Packs.
Yes, indeed.
And
Only the best.
Not to be confused with the request that some people had for a Danny pack, which would just be my face on it.
Well, yeah, we went with the logo.
I don't think you want my face anywhere near or around your fanny and or crotch.
I certainly don't. There's Cicada Watch 2021 t-shirts. There's the rest of the merch, the regular t-shirts, hoodies.
We should make a...
there's shirts, tanks specifically for ladies now.
Yeah, they I think they're called racetrack tanks or raceback tanks or
They're called racerback tanks.
yeah. Anyway, tank tops, wear those. And of course we have the hoodies and everything else too.
Sure.
I have a distinct idea for a couple pieces of merch, Ricky.
All right.
I think one of them needs to be a Cicada Watch shirt.
We have
like
that already.
well, I know, but we need to have like an end of the segment like Cicada Watch shirt. I just want to say like Cicada Watch. My mouth was open.
Well, I'll look into that.
Yeah, maybe. And now I kind of want a Gator 4th of July with him wearing an Uncle Sam hat.
Well, I'll see what I can do. I'm not making any promises on that, though. That sounds like a lot of work.
Blue, white, red, white, and blue, obviously.
Yeah, and if you order, at least for now, anybody who orders gets a special gift in the mail.
That's right. If you have ordered and received said special gift, let people know on social media. Let them know what it was.
Yeah, tag us, share it,
Anyway, everyone, we'd like to thank those of you that are listening, following, and sharing, trying to help build the Noka News Network Nation. We, for all of our bluster and act, we really enjoy doing this, and we want to thank you guys for listening and kind of spreading the word best you can for us.
Yeah, share, if you can, comment on whatever platform you're checking out the show.
Share. I believe in life.
No.
Not that one?
Not that one.
Oh.
If you happen to listen to us on Apple Podcasts, go ahead and give us a review.
Yeah.
That helps the show.
Probably. Can't hurt it.
I specifically know that it helps, Dan.
There you go. That's why Ricky's the tech guy.
Also, please give us a call at the Noka News Network hotline just for fun, just for funsies. It goes to our voicemail, and you can leave us one.
Yeah.
And if it's funny and fun, or just blatantly honest, if it's not too hurtful, we'll go ahead and put it on the show.
Actually, what Ricky means is if it's hurtful but mostly directed towards me, here, put it on the show still.
That's correct. That is what I meant.
It's June the 2nd. There is no way you assholes check this voicemail. It's Pete to saying hi to Fucking McFuckface and my friend, Mr. French. Gentlemen, have a lovely day. Eat a bag of shit.
Noka News Network.